Welcome back. Family practice physician Dr. Frank Topo has announced that he has extended his contract with Healthcare Partners Medical Group and will move his practice to the East Calvada Clinic. Topo joined Healthcare Partners Medical Group in 2011 and has practiced medicine for more than 31 years. Effective June 1st, Dr. Topo and his staff will join 11 physician colleagues at the Healthcare Partners Clinic located at 1501 East Calvada Boulevard, which is just across the street from his current location. Dr. Topo said Healthcare Partners has taken the quality of healthcare in Pahrump to the next level. He added that he is excited about his move to the East Calvada facility and looks forward to working alongside his premier medical team. The phone number to schedule appointments is with Dr. Frank Topo is 727-1188. Healthcare Partners Nevada includes a network of more than 240 primary care physicians and more than 1,300 specialists. They have medical clinics and specialty care affiliates throughout Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, Henderson, Pahrump, and Boulder City. Founded in 1996, Healthcare Partners Nevada is an affiliate of Healthcare Partners LLC with offices in California, Florida, and Nevada.
And a federal judge in California has issued a $17 million judgment against congressional candidate Danny Tarkanian, his wife Amy, and his mother Lois, who is a Las Vegas City Councilwoman. The judgment comes at the culmination of a long-time legal battle over property in Riverside, California. It states that La Jolla Bank loaned Diamond Properties almost $15 million that has not been repaid. Danny Tarkanian, named as a defendant, has vowed to appeal the judgment. Other family members and associates were also named in the suit.
In candidate for Congressional District 4, Danny Tarkanian spoke to News 46 about the $17 million judgment against him and his family.
Well, so many Americans can relate to this story. With the housing and banking crisis, who would have thought that congressional candidate Danny Tarkanian also has to fight the bank and the FDIC? He thought this lawsuit was taken care of a while ago, but the bank shut down. He has now a $17 million judgment against him and his family. We're going to speak to congressional candidate Danny Tarkanian.
Well, this has been going on for 4 years. My family and I invested money with the developer. He wanted to develop some property in Southern California. He arranged for a bank, which he was close with, to lend us money on some property we had here in Las Vegas. And instead of using that money to develop the property in Southern California, the developer used it for some other purposes, including paying back a loan he had with the bank that lent us the money. The developer then went bankrupt, so we ended up suing the bank for fraud. We believe the bank was involved in that fraudulent act. The lower court must have at least agreed with us because they issued an injunction preventing the bank from foreclosing on our land. And then the FDIC comes in and closes the bank down, making a lot of the same allegations that we made against the bank in our lawsuit. So we think, wow, even the FDIC, the federal government, agrees with us and we're going to be okay. Well, then the federal government comes after us and not only sells our property, but now is coming after us personally. We sued to stop that. We claim that the FDIC is responsible for what the bank's actions were, and we used, again, fraud as our defense. And if you can believe this, there's a federal statute out there that says you can't allege fraud against the FDIC, even if you had that fraud against the bank. I mean, I think that's completely not only unreasonable and wrong, but I think it's unconstitutional, and that's what our defense has been. This is, what we're seeing is another example of the problems we're having in our banking institution around the country. Millions of Americans, thousands here in Nevada, have faced other type of unscrupulous actions from banks. And like my family, many of them are losing their life savings over these things. And I hope when I get back to Washington, D.C., I can do some things to make these changes and do what we're supposed to do, and that's support the people of our country, the constituents of our country, not big banking monopolies.
I was going to ask you about that. There's so many stories about homeowners and people and what the banks have done to them, and it really brings you down to what so many people have experienced in this, and that's dealing with the banking industry, dealing with what's going on, dealing with a bank that actually folded, and so many people have dealt with that themselves too as well.
Yeah, I mean, each person has their own unique story. I can just say with respect to the bank we were involved in, I'm sure there were probably hundreds, if not thousands, of other people that may have experienced the same type of problems or similar problems, but because the bank was taken over by the federal government, they don't have any recourse. And that just isn't fair. That's un-American.
Is there anything that can be done at this point?
Well, yeah, we've appealed this to the Ninth Circuit Court, and we're going to ask to have that statute thrown out and allow us to have our day in court to explain to the jurors the fraudulent actions that happened, and hopefully we'll be successful.
It's not only against you, it's against your mom, who's a councilwoman there in Las Vegas, too, as well, and other associates of yours.
Yeah, my family, and then there are some other friends of ours that were involved with the land that we owned in Las Vegas. It is very unfortunate. I particularly, for my mother and father, I feel so bad for them at their age in their lives to have to go through this.
Well, the timing could have been better for congressional candidate Danny Tarkanian. If you would like to find out more about his campaign, you can go to tark2012.com. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46. And Linda Cass, creator of the High Desert Shorts International Film Festival, spoke to us about last weekend's event held at the Prump Nugget. You definitely missed out if you weren't here at the Prump Nugget this weekend for the 7th annual High Desert Shorts International Film Festival. We're going to speak to Linda Cass.
It has been absolutely phenomenal. We had full house on Friday, full house on Saturday, and now we are at the awards ceremony, and everyone, it's just so well received. And hey, a big shout out to Channel 41. People come up to me on the street and say they saw me on television, and that's how they heard about the film festival, and so thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. And we started out with Friday night we started out with comedy, and then Saturday we had a red carpet event.
Yes, we had the press event and lunch. Very important. And we had a seminar with an entertainment lawyer. That went very well. Lots of questions, lots of answers. We had the horror sci-fi on Saturday night, drama, and a mixed bag. It was very nice. It was local filmmakers, Las Vegas and Pahrump, and it was just a very, very nice program.
I know we're at the awards ceremony right now, and Tony, like you said, local filmmakers, we have a lot of films in there, and he's showing a couple little clips of different kind of various things that he's done too as well. We've also had filmmakers come from all over the place.
All over, New Zealand, Germany, Great Britain. It's been phenomenal.
And we're giving out the Lulu Award. We can't ignore that.
Yes, Lulu Reimer did design it, and she's here. She comes every year to present it, and we have Angelica McNerney, who won the contest for the posters from the Pahrump Valley High School art classes of Crystal Dabrowski. The community really steps up.
And what are the categories for the winners?
The winners are animation, comedy, drama, and horror science fiction.
And if people want to find out about next year's wonderful High Desert Shorts International Film Festival, how can they do that?
They can go to the website, highdesertshortsiff.com.
And of course, go on the website to High Desert Shorts IFF. We'll see you here at the Prump Nugget next year. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
The 20-minute short drama film called Walenda was written and directed by V.W. Scheich and Yin K. Lee. The film is set in Germany during the 1920s and documents the exploits of a young Karl Walenda when he attempted his first high-wire performance with the Louis Weitzman troupe. The short film has been winning awards at film festivals across the United States. It won Best Drama at the High Desert Shorts International Film Festival held at the Pahrump Nugget this last weekend.
Walenda is the story about Karl Walenda's first job in the circus world. So it's his first engagement in the entertainment business and how he was pulled on the high wire. We shot the whole film in 5 days, and then for the rest of the 2-year period in post-production, we worked with over 300 students in colleges, universities all over Southern California.
Well, being an independent filmmaker and married to one, and all our friends are indie filmmakers, there are all these legal concerns that come up when someone makes a film. And I'm going to be talking about the top 5 legal concerns for the independent filmmaker, including copyright issues, releases, and chain of title.
I was one of the post-producers on it, and actually if you look right here you can see there's a heavy amount of green screen in this film, and so we take the green and we switch it up and put in the backgrounds. It's just that easy.
A lot of work on this film, isn't it?
Yeah, tremendous amount of work, tremendous amount of care, and the way we set up the pipeline, we helped with Loctix, was a visual effects company, and we teamed up with a nonprofit company called ArtsWorks, and together we were able to teach students how to do this whole process, which then would ultimately lead to a career for them. So great educational process, great content at the end of the day and a really good project we can all be proud of. So we love this short film we did. Hopefully it's a piece of proof of concept to then promote the feature, one of a rare form projects we're doing at the company.
So what is the company?
The company's called Rare Form Pictures, and we've got a slate of films that we're constantly developing, and this is one that we pushed ahead of the line to do the whole feature film. But we just shot the first 15 minutes, just the first 15 minutes to kind of show everybody what the kind of work we can do and the kind of quality we're looking for to help promote other type of films.
So to sum that up, Rare Form Pictures is a production company that VW and I co-founded.
Oh, wonderful. This is not your first film. You guys can tell that you've been doing this for quite a few years.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. So I come from the feature film world. With Real Steel was one of the last projects I finished up, but Harry Potter and Spider-Man and all that fun jazz. And I've been around the world kind of working on different movies.
I heard of some of those.
Visual effects. I know. some of them have a cult following. I don't know. Yeah.
There you go. So this is just the latest and greatest of the films that you guys are working on. What's coming up next?
We're doing a proof of concept piece for another film we're working on that we're trying to team up together. It's kind of a prison drama, and there's actually on our website, rareformpictures.com, you can see some other projects we're working on right now. But Wynn and I work together on most all of our projects. We're writing partners and
producing partners.
Yeah, so it's great.
We spend every minute together.
It's wonderful that you guys came out here for the High Desert Shorts International Film Festival. Thank you so much. And of course, I know everybody will be looking up Linda and of course the website that you gave for your company there.
Yeah, rareformpictures.com, and we have a Facebook page too, so like us if you want.
There you go. And you as well.
Yeah, we have Locktix.com as the visual effects company.
Can you spell that for everybody?
It's LOCKTIX.
To view the film trailer in its entirety, visit KPVM's Facebook or YouTube pages.
And Anna Fora won the People's Choice Award at the High Desert Shorts International Film Festival this past weekend. We spoke to the director, Andre Albright.
I have been showing it to other locations. It was at Phoenix International Film Festival, and last year it was in Shanghai International Film Festival. But it actually is not really showing in Germany, but it's a German film.
Willst du trinken? Wieso nicht? Was für eine Art von Barkeeperin bist du eigentlich? Ich brauche deine Hilfe.
Meine Hilfe.
Die werden dich holen.
Natürlich, die suchen dich.
Und warum wollen die mich deswegen umbringen, hä?
Weil du es hast.
Hast du dich wieder etwas beruhigt?
Is that where you're from?
I'm from Germany, yeah.
So you came out here from Germany to come to the High Desert Shorts?
I combine it with a vacation, but I'm from Germany and I came all the way to the festival.
Is this your first film? Have you done others?
No, I've been doing films for 12 years now, and this is actually my diploma for university.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the film is doing pretty good. Have you shown other films at film festivals too as well?
Yeah, I won several prizes, but this is my first international festival where I'm really participating in person, where I'm at the location, so it's pretty exciting.
Tell me a little bit about what you did in the film.
I directed the film, I wrote it, I edited it, and I did most of the visual effects, and I worked a little bit on the sound, so I did most of the stuff on my own.
And we'll be back with more local news right after this. Welcome back. Let's catch up with the news across Nevada with Deanna O'Donnell.
More than 1 million Nevadans are registered as active voters for the June 12th primary election as of the close of the registration period on May 22nd. Numbers released by the Secretary of State Ross Miller's Elections Divisions show that Democrats registered nearly twice as many voters than Republicans since the end of April of 2012. Between May 1st to May 22nd, Democrats registered 4,322 active voters, while Republicans registered 2,254 active voters. Active registered nonpartisans increased by 2,544 during the same time period. Of the 1,058,808 active registrants statewide, 40.9%, that's 433,096, are Democrats. 37.24%, that's 394,304, are Republicans. 16.13%, that's 170,769, are nonpartisan. 4.54%, 48,022, are members of the Independent American Party, and the remaining 1.19%, that's 12,617, are members of the Green, Libertarian, or other minor parties. The total number of active registered voters at the close of registration for the 2012 primary election is down by 5,748 compared to the 2010 primary election close of registration figures. The latest voter registration breakdown by county, party, age, and district can be found under the Election Center at nvsos.gov. Early voting in Nevada began on May 22nd and runs through June 8th. The Bureau of Land Management would like to remind the community to be aware of the increased chance of wildfires due to the extreme dry conditions and warmer temperatures. The current conditions for this time of the year are drier than what they have seen in the last 20 years. The public needs to be aware of the dry conditions and the very high risk of wildfires. They are encouraging everyone using public lands to be careful in regards to human-caused fires and take appropriate steps to prevent them. For more information, call 775-623-6107. Searching for business entities in Nevada is now easier than before with the launch of the Secretary of State's Ross Miller's iPhone app Business Entity Search. App users can search for results through various fields and access information on more than 300,000 entities on file with the Secretary of State's office. The search provides the following up-to-date information: entity, business name, status, type, file date, entity number, business ID number, and business license expiration date. Registered agent, the name, address, mailing address, agent type, jurisdiction, and status officer, the names. President Barack Obama is planning his third trip to Southern Nevada this year. White House officials say he'll be at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas next Thursday for an official event. It's not clear whether the event will be open to the public. The president made an overnight visit to Nevada in late January and stopped over for a visit in Boulder City in March. Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney had a campaign stop in Las Vegas on Tuesday. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada. And if you're looking to adopt a four-legged friend, you might want to check out West Star Ranch Animal Rescue. You can adopt a pet, make a donation, or shop their thrift store located on Mans Road.
Well, we've been in business here since '95, and we've had about 44 dogs right now and about that same amount of cats. And we try to get them adopted out and find forever homes for them, and same with cats.
We know these two lovely ladies right next to you because they host our Friday Save a Pet segment. Eileen, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing fine, thanks.
So the animals here, we're hoping to get some good turnover on, we have some really great animals here, don't we?
Yes, we do. We've got some beautiful dogs here, beautiful cats. We really need to find a home, all of them.
And I know that, Terry, here you also help man the thrift store, which supports the ranch. When are we open here?
Wednesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we are always open for donations.
So people can drop off donations for the thrift store, which helps support the ranch, but they can also drop off donations for the animals, can't they?
Absolutely. We have a donation bin right in front of the ranch here. And we also have a place on 1281 Blag, the yard sale lady, Denise, I'm sorry, yard sale lady. And she takes in all kinds of furniture and stuff for us and sells over there, and the proceeds of that come back over here to the ranch, help support the animals.
What kind of items can we drop off to help support the animals besides monetary donations?
Oh, furniture, anything you've got left over from a yard sale, clothing. We take anything. Food is always helpful for both cats and dogs, dry food, wet food. We don't really care.
So for animal adoptions, we have dogs and cats. People can come by and adopt them. How much are the adoption fees?
The adoption fees are $100 for dogs. They're neutered or spayed. They're current on their shots, and they are going to be microchipped before they go to their new home.
And that is something new, right?
Yeah, microchipping is new. We've worked out a deal that we can get all of our animals microchipped, and that way if they get lost, they'll be scanned and they can find their way back to West Star Ranch, and we can contact the owners.
The thrift store is open those hours. Is the animal rescue open the same hours as well?
Yes, it is, yeah. And there's usually somebody here, so you need a dog, you've lost a dog or something, there's somebody on premises, to stop by and help you out.
The website, can people make donations and find out about Western Ranch there?
Yeah, we have PayPal donations available, and you can become a sponsor on the website and have monthly withdrawals from your account automatically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, so more information on Western Ranch. Where are we located?
We're located at 780 East Mance. That's west of Pahrump Valley Boulevard. That's the nearest cross street, Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Mance.
Terry, what's the phone number?
727-9273.
Henry Neth from Provenza Neth Realty was indicted by a Clark County grand jury on 4 counts of securities fraud and 1 count of embezzlement. Henry and his partner, Eric Fry, were arrested 3 years ago. An arraignment has been scheduled on June 6th in Las Vegas. The charges concern the offer and sale of securities in Stockton Jane LLC for a project in Kingman, Arizona back in May of 2005.
Awards were handed out to deserving members of Pahrump Valley High School's JROTC. Unfortunately, some cadets did not receive their award due to a shipping mix-up. This had some kids wondering what happened.
We have awards from outside entities. We got 8th Brigade for the top 4 elite citizens, for Superior Cadets for the top 4 cadets. We have them from the Daughters of the American Revolution for what they select as their best cadet. We also have them from MOIA, which is the Military Officers Association, and that comes along with a money stipend for college. So a lot of outside organizations send us their information. We send back to them our cadets that qualify for their award. They selected an individual, and then they come here themselves and present it, like the Daughters of American Revolution or the American Legion, and others they just send us, and then I hand them out, like we did MOIA and 8th Brigade's.
This is an annual event here.
It's an annual event.
We had a lot of cadets here that received awards.
Yes, we have over 200 cadets. I'd say 75 to 80 cadets received awards today. And this is small because we had to cut it back because normally we had the gymnasium and we give out a lot more awards. We just gave out the awards early, the minor, what we call the unit awards, to everybody because we just didn't have the time or space to do it in the cafeteria.
A lot of these cadets are seniors this year, and some of them actually even went away. I know that we talked about the Marine camp that they went to.
Yes, we had 21 cadets go to 29 Palms, the Marine base, for summer camp. And there they learned all the different skills of rappelling. We went through all the Marine simulators for convoys, for vehicle rollovers. They shot simulated rifles with lasers, pistols, machine guns. And they did all the training a Marine would do before he deploys to Afghanistan.
And they also recognize them too as well.
Yeah, they got awards for rappelling, for orienteering, and many other activities that they did, weapons, stuff like that.
A lot of these seniors will be going on into the military after they graduate this year.
Yes, we had 21 seniors, 19 of them are involved with the military after high school. We got 11 going in the Nevada National Guard, and they'll all be leaving this summer for basic training IT. We have 3 going to Marines, 2 going to the active Army, and 1 in the Navy.
And according to the Colonel, for students who have not received their awards, they should be arriving soon.
There were 2 well-attended services held on Memorial Day morning to honor and remember those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our country. The first service began at 9:30 a.m. at the Gigi's Suites Veterans Memorial located on Gamebird and Money Street. Gigi took his own life 2 years ago after losing his longtime companion, Susie Popple. He was 93 years old, and Susie and Gigi are both buried on his property. Memorial Day services continue to be held at this location in his honor. The second service was held at the Chief Tacoma Veterans Memorial and was hosted by the VFW. James Wilberscheid, who presided over the event, which included the reading of General Order 11, this making Memorial Day a federal holiday.
General Order number 11, dated Washington, D.C., May 5th of 1868. The 30th day of May, 1868, is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion. and whose bodies now lie in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land. In this observance, no form of ceremony is prescribed, but posts and comrades will, in their own way, arrange such fitting services and testimonials of respect as circumstances may permit. We are organized, comrades, as our regulations tell us, for the purpose, among other things, of preserving and strengthening those kinds of fraternal feelings which have bound together the soldiers, sailors, and Marines who united to suppress the late rebellion.
Those veterans who have gone before us. And so thank you very much for your help and your appearance. Having said, I always like to keep our program short and sweet. For Gigi's sweet.
Memorial Day is observed on the last Monday of May. It is a day to honor those who died defending their nation. Memorial Day was originally called Decoration Day, and I remember that. We had big parades in Syracuse, New York, every year, and everybody went.
Comrades, this day is sacred with almost visible presence of those who have gone before us. We honor the memory of those who gave their lives in service of our country, and of those others who have dropped their burden by the wayside of life and are gone to their eternal rest.
Order, arms.
And if you would like to view the entire service in its entirety, you can go to the YouTube or Facebook pages for KPVM.
And, well, I know that that's all for this edition of News 46's Week in Review, but we do have some events this weekend, and one of the events is Nevada Public Auctions auction down there at Lakeside.
Yes, they'll be auctioning off all the goods and memorable things from, you know, Terriblestown. All
the properties there. I know that you worked on the commercial.
Yes.
And so all day Saturday, you can actually view it online as well as go down to the location.
From 9 in the morning until 6 at night.
There you go. And the auction actually begins on Sunday at noon. So if you need any other information, you can go to auctionnv.com, and we'll see you down there at Lakeside for that auction as well. But you have some other...
Yes, I'd like to say a special happy birthday to my dad. His birthday was yesterday, May 31st.
Happy birthday to David Koblenz.
Thank you.
And that does it for this edition of News 46. We'll see you again here next week. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Jason Koblenz.